When people think of Orlando, they think of the blue skies, the sunshine, and Disney. Epcot, you gotta love it. But it's been more of a place probably to visit than to stay. But I wanted to come down here and check out my first game, catch up with old friends, and see how the community has really come around the club in a special way to support both men's and women's professional soccer here with Orlando City SC and the Pride in a brand new sparkling stadium to start the season. Look at this, looking sharp. How you doing, man? So good to see you.
Yeah, man.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good. Look at this.
I know.
So official.
Wow.
Man, looking good. I don't know if I've ever given a cop like a big old hug like that before.
It's a first, man.
Yeah, it's good. That's good, man.
How do you like the city?
Good. It's beautiful. This is so nice.
It's just different now, but we're excited because we got an opportunity to stay in one place for a long time. You know how it is. Like when I was playing, I'd tell people like I could be traded right now and not even know it.
Right.
And there were times that was true.
Yeah, that happened.
that actually happened. This is like the coolest uniform I've ever worn.
Dude,
it's still a little bit weird.
Sharp,
I'll be honest. Why is everyone looking at me different? You know, like I'm like, oh.
I feel like this is old news for me because I used to walk out the tunnel with Tally Hall and everybody's yelling for Tally Hall, and now we're walking down the street again and everybody's like, officer, officer. I'm like, oh, cool, this guy again, right? Let's take it back to how you found out you were coming to Orlando. How did you end up here in the first place?
Orlando traded for me. I didn't know much about the city at all. When I first heard about Orlando, having an MLS team, I was like, not gonna work in Florida because we've had 2 teams that failed in Florida, and I was wrong. And so it was a really good year for me. The cops that worked the stadium, I started talking to them, and the more I talked to them, like the more I would be talking to them before a game than I would be in the locker room. The more I talked to them, I realized like I want their job. Like I got a cool job, but I want their job. At the end of the day, I was like, this is a great place to live. I like the people here, and there's not a lot of bad things about it. Like, and obviously this city has had its fair share of hardships. It's a unique person that wants to do this, but I guess I'm that unique person.
Yeah.
I've been a goalkeeper. I mean,
that's a different kind of unique.
This is less weird than being a goalkeeper. Goodness gracious. Could this be the deepest conversation we've ever had? Usually it's like, what coffee do you like, you know?
We're gonna get to that.
Okay, good.
Every interview I do is like, what's your favorite coffee? Where's the best coffee spots? This is apparently the spot. Hey.
Can I help you today? Can I do a vanilla chai latte with almond milk, please?
I'm gonna try that Ethiopian blend.
People love soccer here. I feel like here they do a really good job of like getting us out into different areas of the community too. So when you have that like connection with people like on a personal level, they're like, oh yeah, we'll come.
Is that different than some of the other places you've been?
Yeah,
getting out there.
Yeah, I feel like Orlando is very community focused, and I think the organization kind of like has instilled like this family like kind of concept, so it just kind of carries over off the field.
How excited were you to come back and get a chance to play?
Oh, I was so excited. When I found out there's an expansion team, I was really hoping that I would get to come back, you know, obviously being from Florida, not too far away. And I knew my family would love it too. They come to every single home game, so I know that makes them very happy. But yeah, I love Florida, grew up here, and just know that it was going to be an amazing place to play soccer. The fans are very connected to us. Once they had that foundation with the men's, it was that much easier for us to come in and have that as well. For our home opener last year, we broke the attendance record, and that in itself is just amazing for the game in general. We go hang around town, we see people who know us, and like have them feel like included and special, and you know, we always stay after games and sign tons of autographs, and just to like form those bonds so people keep coming back and see that like we do care about them, and you know, we need their support, and we wouldn't be where we are without them. Here, people aren't just men's fans or women's fans. You know, everyone's a fan of the men's game and the women's game, and it's great to see people who are at the men's game or, you know, at our game as well.
Servando. This is a little bigger than my New York place. It's a good life. What's up, Way?
What's up, man?
How you doing? Good to see you.
Movimiento.
Hey.
My mom.
Yeah.
Just here with my niece visiting.
Hi, how are you? Calen, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Man, this is Florida, man.
Wow.
These nets are necessary.
Yeah,
Because
bugs?
just the amount of bugs,
Yeah, you're living the good life, man. Do you have the paddle boards?
too. Yeah, paddleboards out here.
I just want to pop out for a second. I don't know if I could actually
I got some trunks.
do it or not. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right, here goes nothing. All right, first of all, I don't want to die. How deep is this water?
About 3 feet,
Okay.
but you're swimming distance just in case you run into a gator.
Gators? Safety first, kids. You know, I wore a helmet when I was playing.
This is
Safety
not gonna
jacket.
end well.
Okay, that didn't work.
Okay, you want to turn around?
Wait, come back. Come back.
Don't worry, son, I got you.
Okay.
Alright, you good?
Yeah, I think I'm
I'm
good.
gonna give you a little push.
Hey. Oh, it's like riding a bike. See you later. Yeah, that looked a little better than mine.
Graceful.
It's hard to hit the brakes on this thing.
I feel like most people, when they hear about this city, it's always Disney, it's always the theme parks, and which is great. I mean, I've enjoyed it too, you know, but there's so much more. I mean, the coast is only 45 minutes, so for me, like, surfing is really close. There's a bunch of national parks. I mean, the golfing is phenomenal here, the fishing. If you would ask me 5 to 10 years ago what I thought about Florida, the natural thing is always college football, you know? So that's one thing that I noticed when I first got here is when I drove into the stadium, there was a huge tailgate. That's one thing that maybe makes this city and this club so successful, is because you have that combination of kind of that college football background, but you also have that diversity in terms of all these other cultures that love soccer. If I were to raise a family, I think this would be a prime spot for that. Alex and I both love it here. Since the first day that we got here, it's felt kind of like home.
I think some people think that supporting a women's team might take away from the men's team, but it seems like here in Orlando, it's all one big mission to grow the sport.
I think you can compare it to college. You know, it's how you're all part of this institution. In this case, you know, you're part of a professional club, but you all have those same goals. And that's one of the things that makes me kind of push for women's rights. You know, it's one of the things that I'm very passionate about, and clearly it becomes a conversation surrounding me because of who I'm married to. I like to be vocal about that stuff.
There's a special support here in Orlando, of course, referencing what happened at Pulse as well.
That week, we were the only professional team that was playing. So we had an opportunity as a club to, you know, bring something to this city that was in pain. You know, maybe provide some sort of relief, some sort of hope. We actually walked out to the All You Need Is Love Beatles song, and you could hear the fans singing in sync. You know, it's like, this is the first time that you would hear people and they sounded happy. And you talk about the 49th minute, and you're playing and they stop the game, and you look up at the stands and you could hear a coin drop. I mean, I think there was like a baby crying, and it was just like so eerie and so powerful. And it's like, to me, the number 49 is always going to stick with me. That moment, those, whether it was 10 seconds or 30 seconds, that memory, that reminder is always going to be ingrained in me. Once you live here, like, and something like that happens in your backyard, you feel it. One of those victims, I might have seen. You know, he might have come to a game. I think as athletes, yeah, we had the opportunity to do something about it. So yeah, I think that's something that I'm never gonna forget.
Yeah, I don't see how you can. And I want to go to the nightclub outside. I heard there's a memorial there. Have you
Yeah,
been
I've actually
out
never
there?
been. No,
Yeah.
no.
I just want to drive
I
by
can't do that
and
kind
like
of stuff too.
What's that?
For me, I just can't really do that kind of stuff.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like it'd be a little
Oh, it's
too
just
emotional.
hard?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I can only imagine it. I think, I don't know, I'm just curious to like see what it is and like learn more about what happened here. There's a guy here, Luis Vielma, who's worked at the Mad About Soccer shop. Oh, man.
Amanda and Mercedes were our friends, and we lost them.
I'm sorry.
So, it's okay.
Yeah. Oh, man.
It's about the love.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. So, one man's hate can't keep down all of the love that's coming across the United States. And I don't care, gay, straight, or not. All of these people are here for the love, and that trumps any hate that one man can have for some unknown reason.
Yeah.
We're making a rock garden.
Are you?
We brought rocks and markers and so forth. So
Okay.
if you want to leave something, please feel free.
Okay. I'd love to make a rock, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
The impact of Pulse was felt everywhere in this community. I don't think anyone was not affected by it. And the night of the game that we held on the 18th, we actually picked a section out, and we put 49 balloons on the seats to represent. And that was kind of where the idea was born, that we should do this on a permanent basis. And so they're in section 12 because it was June 12th. I mean, I've never been more proud of Orlando and of our supporters. It still makes me emotional.
I have a fresh fez every season, but this one was signed by the first MLS squad of for Orlando City. So
Is that Kyle Aaron here on top?
yeah, it's your boy, right?
That's my boy. That's awesome.
All right, it's kind of cool to meet you.
Nice to meet you, dude. I'll take kind of cool. It's kind of cool to meet me. I'll take kind of cool. Why not? You gotta start somewhere.
This is phenomenal. And the lion, of course.
Yes, I am the Lion Queen.
Very on brand.
It's a great day here in Orlando.
Beautiful brand new stadium. Party right across the street.
Right across
Where
the
else can you get this in the country? You can't.
Only in Orlando, Florida.
First of all, you gotta try everything.
I got to try everything. All right.
Before you even.
All right, good. I don't have to worry about playing in these games anymore, so that's like so tender.
I told you I had the best reels in the world, the country.
That's what's up. How do people in the neighborhood feel about the team coming in and building the stadium really just like right around the corner?
Well, the people, so far from what I've heard, everybody's like really excited. It's a chance for, you know, to make a little something for yourself, and everybody's really excited about Orlando just having a real Pro Bowl soccer stadium. Right on Paramore, right by the brand new Orlando Soccer Stadium. Ninja Got Eat Barbecue, best in the world. Come and get it, folks. Get you some.
It's not lying.
It's cool to see people around here catching the same buzz and vibe that's happening around the rest of Orlando, and that they feel like they have a stake in the team growing as well. Opening day, you still get those chills of being excited for a new season, new possibilities. I swear every time I say this, I'm over missing the game, but days like today are definitely a little bit hard. The stadium is beautiful. I really feel like they haven't missed a detail, and most importantly, the field. The pitch looks beautiful. First day of the season. There's nothing better than this. What's up, brother? It's looking good. What is here? You like that?
We gotta hang out sick together.
Birthday, amigos. Birthday. I know, it's crazy. What's up, boss? Good luck, man. Yeah. Everywhere. How you doing, brother?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you, man. What's up, man? Yeah, Kaka, it's like, Ricky, he likes to come up to me every time. We go way back, you know. We're like basically family at this point.
Rivas again. 22-year-old Colombian. Combination with Larin. Rivas dug in and won it back. Barnes towards Larin! He's done it! Well, how about that for a housewarming gift, all wrapped up in purple?
A great early present for the 25,000 here at Orlando City Stadium.
And that's it! It's home, sweet home for Orlando City. They've got past the finishing line. Kyle Larin, who else, with the game's only goal. And they start life in Orlando City Stadium with a victory.
I mean, you see the packed stadium. You see that that's their first game, and you kind of sit back and you're like, wow, there's something really cool going on there. And then you see the environment. I mean, this club is just doing it the right way.
People tell athletes all the time to stick to sports, or whatever happens on the field stays there. Sometimes things need to be said, and sometimes our voices are stronger collectively than individually. And that's what happened here in Orlando. A club spoke up in a moment of real pain and tragedy for this community and let everybody know that we can stand together in the face of real hardship and come together for something bigger than ourselves. They're trying to build something special, whether you're a guy in the neighborhood who spent his whole life here, a little kid who wants to play against Kaká. Even longtime friends of mine have made a home here, and I've been able to see them and the reason why. And it's because everybody belongs here, no matter where you come from. The owner of Pulse nightclub named Pulse because her brother died of HIV and wanted his legacy to live forward. Now, 49 souls were lost that day, but their legacy lives forward in everybody in this community, in this city, through the balloons that became these seats, and in the hearts and minds of every single person who was affected by this tragedy. They nicknamed this city, City Beautiful, and there's a good reason for it, and it's right here.